time of the year. It's the end of the year, and a lot of people are wrapping up their taxes, their projects, the goals that they were trying to hit end of the year. To jump on quickly, and for those who are celebrating Thanksgiving today in the US, happy Thanksgiving to you. I wanted to talk about a very important topic that is more coming up pretty much with all my clients one way or another. Partly it could be I think it's more time of the year. It's the end of the year, and a lot of people are wrapping up their taxes, their projects, the goals that they were trying to hit end of the year, and some of the things that are catching up from the time that they didn't take care of. So overwhelm becomes a huge aspect of a lot of people's lives, especially if you're an entrepreneur / investor. You're dealing with a lot of things. And to be honest, my hand is raised. There's a lot going on in my life. We're dealing with a move. We're dealing with lots of projects at work, in my business, in both my businesses. We're dealing with lots of family things that we need to do. We're dealing with planning for next year. And lots of other things, health challenges, relationship challenges, so many things that it's very normal for most human beings if you have an interesting life. So I wanted to jump in and talk about 3 tips for you to deal with overwhelm. And this is what I use normally myself, but I also help my clients think through it in this way. So you can move through this season and well intact in the best way possible for you. So number 1, how to deal with overwhelm if you are an investor and entrepreneur. The number 1 tip I'll give you is to step back. And here's what I mean. Most people, when they're in overwhelm and they have lots of things going on, they don't know what to do. Their instinct is to jump in and do more work. But actually, the thing that's more effective to do is step back. So what do I mean? I don't mean drop everything and not do any work, but what I mean is to create a little bit more space for you to process 2 things. 1, emotions, and the thoughts. So here's what happens. When you're in overwhelm, your mind goes into racing 1,000 words per minute or more, and your emotions are at a heightened level. So most people's instinct is to push the emotions down and ignore the thoughts and just start doing work, distract themselves. So what that looks like most of the time is get busy and doing work at work. And then when they're home, they're either on TikTok or watching TV and other things. Not saying anything wrong with any of that stuff. That's a whole different conversation. But what I'm saying is step back. What that means is give yourself space to process things. That means maybe in the morning, give yourself a little bit more time for you to walk outside and not think about work at all. Or even if you're thinking about it, at least you're processing the thoughts and emotions. Or do a little bit more meditation, or exercise a little bit more, or increase the intensity of it, because it'll help you deal with some of the emotions involved, all those things. And one of the other ways that I actually step back is actually give myself a little bit more buffer time throughout the day. The instinct, like I said, for most people is to book more calls, do more things. But for me, is to step back. It's not an instinct. I have to actually do it consciously. Step back and give myself maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, a little bit more time to maybe go outside, go for a walk, or just close my eyes and meditate, or just be intentional about my exercise, do it. Which goes to the next step of it. The tip number 2 is self-care becomes an important piece. These are the times where a lot of people drop the self-care piece. And the self-care might be is make sure your nutrition is in a good space, because if your brain, mind, body is not functioning well, you're going to get affected by overwhelm even more, which is also exercise, movement will help you. Are you getting enough air and sun outside, or at least your supplements are in order? Those and on the social side, are you getting enough interaction with other people? Or are you constantly busy at work trying to do things? And I get it. If you're busy, just take out a little bit of time, maybe once a week, spend time with other people, because that helps us as human beings. So the self-care piece, time alone for yourself, exercise, nutrition, time with other people that energize you a little bit more, and your hobbies, that stuff will help a lot. Third, will be the thing that most people won't get. If you're stuck, you feel overwhelmed, get the support that you need. That support might look like talk to a friend that you trust or can confide in when things are challenging, or be part of a community that where you get to share and express, because a lot of times when we express, it helps in the process, even if somebody's just listening. But even more importantly, get the support that you need. Get a mentor, get a coach, get a community that actually intentionally supports you with the path that you're on. Be around people that are doing similar things. But more specifically, coaches and mentors are incredibly powerful on a path like that. If I didn't have my coaches and mentors, I don't know what I would do right now, because there's lots going on even for me. So if you don't have a coach, a mentor, and a community, then you're going to struggle a lot. And most people don't get help. Most people can't even share the things that they're overwhelmed with in their own home, let alone with friends and other people, because there could be lots of sensitivities and other things. But you have somebody that could talk to, that can help you deal with it, process it, and actually take you to the next level and get you unstuck and get you out of the analysis paralysis. If you don't, definitely find somebody. If you feel aligned with me, reach out to me. My programs might help you a lot. I have multiple different programs. I have a community for investors, entrepreneurs, that will help you move forward. I have within it, there's coaching and mentoring as well. I can support you with that. But I'm not attached whether you come to me or somebody else, but get the support that you need. But I've been working with investors and entrepreneurs for the past 8+ years at this point, and I've been able to help them with their relationships, with their performance, productivity, their influence, their ability to work through their emotions, to find out who they really are, show up better as leaders. In those areas, I've been able to accelerate my clients quite a bit. But I just wanted to share those 3 things. One, step back as a summary and give yourself space to process your thoughts and emotions. If you don't have the tools, find out, read, listen to podcasts, or get the coach that you need. Second, take care of your self-care, exercise, sleep, nutrition. All those things will become really important for you, because if you don't do these things, that just adds to the overwhelm more. And then third, get the support that you need, whether that's from a friend, a community member, or coaches and mentors that I highly recommend for you. And those are the things that I do myself. I hope this is helpful. I hope you get through the holiday season intact, and I wish you the best in everything that you're doing. And please let me know, what was your biggest takeaway from this video, or what did you love about this video? What are some of the things that you're doing to deal with overwhelm, if you are, or when you do deal with overwhelm, how do you deal with it? I'd love to hear from you. Post that below, whether you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, or somewhere else. Until my next video, hope you have an incredible day. Bye.